I understand you're going into anesthesiology. How did you make that decision?
Correct. For me, it was a bit of a filtering process. I initially wanted to do rheumatology, actually, and had very little interest or even knowledge about anesthesiology. But then I realized, I started to think about it, and I realized I liked the acute aspect of medicine more so than the chronic and following up with patients in terms of long term. But the acute aspect of anesthesiology is what appealed to me initially. And also, it's very much a procedural field. I like working with my hands, and that gives you the perfect opportunity to do that as well.
Okay, so you had to do some rotations through anesthesiology and other specialties as well. Do you feel that doing that rotation and completing that experience helped lock that in for your decision?
Yeah, definitely. Going into my third year clinical rotations, like I mentioned, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do, but a lot of the physicians are really great at kind of encouraging you and allowing you to think about what you really want to do. Dr. Leithhead, he's a vascular surgeon here at Ochsner, terrific surgeon. He really pushed me to think about anesthesiology and think about what specifically about that field I enjoyed. And before the surgeries, he encouraged me to talk to the anesthesiologists, get involved, and see what their field was like. And initially I thought anesthesiologists, give medicine, put the patient to sleep, and that's all they did. But as I talked to them more, I realized they do a lot more critical care. They're making sure that the patient is stable during the surgeries, and that allows the surgeon to do what they need to do in order to have the best outcome for the patients. And for me, that camaraderie in that very intensive field and environment was something that appealed to me, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Well, I did know that anesthesiologists don't only put patients to sleep, but to hear that descriptive detail is really interesting about the life of an anesthesiologist and their practice.
Yeah, definitely. And that's, something I learned during my rotations, and I had no idea. You could research as much as you want online, but to hear that firsthand and see what an anesthesiologist's day-to-day life is something you're only going to get during the rotations.
Exactly.